Hello everyone, welcome back to Wrestlers News. I am your host, Lazarus Tripneus, and today we will be talking about the top 5 things I think will happen in this year's SummerSlam. But first, if you could leave a like and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Now let's go on with the video. Alright guys, before I start the video, I am recording this video on the date of July 26th. So anything else that happens after this video I will not say or be able to predict because I just don't know. And this SummerSlam event is happening on August 18th at the Berkeley Center. So let's go and see the top 5. Well, if you haven't heard, James Ellsworth got fired again. I don't know if it has to do with the storyline or if they actually just fired him again. The reason why he got fired was because he kept on insulting Paige. So, James Ellsworth, what a way to fucking go. Alright, going to the list, coming in at number 5 would be a rematch from WrestleMania, and that would be The Undertaker versus John Cena. The reason why I think this could happen is because the WrestleMania match was a squash match and The Undertaker did win, and there has been rumors flowing around that they will have a rematch at SummerSlam. But the reason why this is so low on the list is because currently John Cena is over in China doing movies, and The Undertaker just doesn't fight too often. So it is a small possibility it will happen, which I would like to see happen again, but at the same time I wouldn't get my hopes up, and really you shouldn't either. Alright, coming in at number 4 would be Hulk Hogan returning for the first time in 3 years after getting in trouble by the WWE and all that stuff that happened to him. Alright, if you don't know what happened to Hulk Hogan, he got caught on tape saying some pretty racist stuff, and WWE basically ceased him from existence when it came to WWE. They took him out of the Hall of Fame, and they just basically almost made it like he just disappeared. I think right now it would be the best time for Hulk Hogan to return, because now WWE is looking at him as a normal superstar again, and it would be awesome if he did come as a guest star or just to cut a promo. He wouldn't be able to wrestle anymore, but just to cut a promo, it would create a big pop in the arena that night, and it would just make SummerSlam a lot better than it should be. And maybe he can beat up a few people, but that's going a little overboard. Coming in at number 3 would be Bayley or Sasha Banks turning on each other at SummerSlam and starting a real feud instead of all this crap that's been going on for the past few weeks, them being friends, them not being friends. Right now, Bayley and Sasha Banks, their whole storyline going on right now is probably the most messed up thing that is happening in 2018. They're going to anger management, they're going to friendship classes, they're tweeting at each other saying they hate each other, but then the next week they love each other. Sasha Banks is telling her that she's always loved her, she always will love her, and it sounds like a gay romance. That's what the rumors been spraying around, that could happen. But yeah, it's been very messed up. Look at what Bayley and Sasha Banks put on at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn in 2016. They put on a 30-minute Iron Man match, which could go down as one of the best women's match ever. And they made history that night for really just changing the way women's wrestling is in North America and maybe even the world. And it was a really big part in the women's evolution. And I think it did set off both their careers. A little after that, Sasha Banks went off to the main roster. And then about a year after that, Bayley went off to main roster too. But I think just Bayley's main roster hasn't been too well, and I think them by one of them turning on each other at SummerSlam could be what boosts even both their careers again, because Bayley's not really doing too much and Sasha Banks is on and off the big card. So I think this could be a really big opportunity for both of them, and if WWE does it right for the first time, they can actually make it something worthy to watch. Alright, coming in at number 2 will be both Raw and SmackDown's Women's Championships. Both switch hands. So the champions both lose. Alexa Bliss, Ronda Rousey. On paper, Ronda Rousey should kick her ass. It should be a quick 5-minute match, and then Ronda has the belt around her waist. But WWE management usually screws all that up, and it's probably going to end in a DQ. But right now, Ronda Rousey is like really hot at the moment. She's really popular, and there's nothing that can stop her. So really, they should not make her lose a match in that way, or just lose the match in general. I think they should just give the belt to her, let her go on some really long reign, and just keep the belt until someone just snatches it off her. Alright, and now Carmella and Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch has got a lot of momentum going into this match. That's why I'm saying she should win the match. And I really think Carmella with the championship was just a joke off the beginning. I don't think she should have ever won it. And I think it's finally time that they take the belt off her. I think because she won the Money in the Bank briefcase, they had to just give it to her. Just because Baron Corbin lost it. And they couldn't see both of them lose. So now I think it's the best time for Becky Lynch to take it off her, and James Ellsworth is not in Carmella's corner to cheat her way out of it once again. Coming in at number 1 is Brock Lesnar finally loses his Universal Championship. Can I just say before this, in the picture I'm showing, Brock Lesnar looks like he's about to come out of this picture and eat you alive. So I kind of like this picture. The main event for the Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar vs. Roman Reigns. Again. For the millionth time. I think Brock Lesnar still will lose this match, because that's what originally was supposed to happen at WrestleMania, but then the fans went so against Roman Reigns that Vince had to switch the call around mid-match. But now I think it's just time to take the belt off Brock, even if it is to the worst WWE wrestler right now, Roman Reigns. At least someone else has the belt. But at the same time, I kind of hope whoever wins the match between Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman to keep the briefcase, I kind of hope one of them cashes in right when Roman Reigns wins and takes the belt from him, because either of these superstars shouldn't really have the belt, just because Roman Reigns sucks absolute crap, and Brock Lesnar just comes around whenever he wants. So if Kevin Owens or Brock Lesnar were to cash in, they are both very, very worthy people to be the champion. Braun Strowman even more. I think he should be the champion right now, or he should be fighting Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam instead of Roman Reigns. But you know Vince McMahon, he's got his little boy that he wants to keep pushing, and he will not stop till he's at the top, even though the fans hate him. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you guys could leave a like and subscribe, that would greatly appreciate it. I have been your host, Lazarus Triphanius, and Wrestlers News out. Bye.